Welcome back to the Cosmic Temple, and today we are going over Leo rising signs in particular. This is your love, luck, and money reading for Aries season. So, if you haven't been with me yet, hi, nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel. And if you enjoy this reading, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want a reading from me, whether that is by tarot or by astrology, there is a link in the description for my Etsy store. Check it out. I would love to see you there. But let's talk about your chart in particular, Leo rising. So your significator, the sun, is in the ninth house of our long journeys, higher education, religion, higher learning, and I like to say perspective, philosophy, things of that matter. But anyways, so beginning of Aries season is in this ninth house of Aries for you, and this could be the beginning of a new journey. This could be a beginning of something new that you've been trying to think about for a very long time, and now it's time to put that into action, especially because you have Saturn and Neptune here. Excuse me. You have Saturn and Neptune here, and remember with Saturn and Neptune, this is a big reset for them. Saturn and Neptune being together in a sign has not happened in a very long time. I can't remember how many years right off the top of my head, but I know it's been a minute. So think about those dreams you may have been having of accomplishing something. Maybe you wanted to go somewhere. Maybe you wanted to do something. Maybe you wanted to go back to school or college in particular. Maybe you wanted to finish college. These things that you've been dreaming about with Neptune, now you're trying to put them in action in Saturn. The biggest thing with having Saturn, and particularly the moon and Venus in Aries, is that these three planets don't particularly do their best in Aries, but that doesn't mean that they're not as important. Venus likes to chase. The sun is very active here. The moon might not be as nurturing here. It can be a little bit spicy, but that doesn't mean that there's no caring there at all. So having Saturn, Neptune, the moon, and Venus in Aries, the biggest thing to think about is that you have these dreams. These dreams are begging to be accomplished, and now you have to have the energy to get there. Venus wants to chase, even though Venus is not a natural chaser. Saturn wants to bring some control to these dreams that you are having, that Neptune is producing. This vision that you may have, that Saturn is going to want to be able to rein that in, put a little bit of control on that, just so you can make sure that you actually get it done. Saturn may not have the biggest voice here, well, because it's in Aries, but it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that it doesn't have a voice nonetheless. With the sun being in Aries, think of this as your new focus for the next month, or the next, I don't know, 4 weeks, however many days we have in Aries season. But there's a lot for you to accomplish. You just have to have the will and the drive to accomplish it. Mars and Neptune are going to be in your 8th house. I'm not Mars and Neptune. Mars and Mercury are going to be in your 8th house, and Mercury is coming out of retrograde. It's already stationing direct at this point. So there's going to be some things that are happening behind the scenes. The biggest thing to remember is that these things that are happening behind the scenes are happening because of the support that other people are trying to give you. So think about if somebody's trying to give you money, there may not be or money or some kind of resource. It doesn't have to be money in particular, but it could be something that they're trying to do from the heart, but it may not feel like it's coming from the heart right away. But that doesn't mean that they're not trying to help you nonetheless. So if you feel like that's happening, or that's the case, that's happening for you, just give it a little time. Try to take some time to understand where that person is coming from as well. But with that being said, let's get into your love, luck, and money reading. I am using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I'm going to give it a quick shuffle. One card for love, one card for luck, and one card for money. And here we go. Spread. Cards do not like the spread on this table. Let me try this again. I'm going to try this right next to me on this seat. There we go. Much better. All right. Love, luck, and money. Oh, interesting. So, love for you comes in the form of the Emperor. Very interesting. Money comes from the High Priestess, and sorry, luck comes from the High Priestess. Money comes from the Three of Wands. So, so, um, love is the Emperor. Luck is the High Priestess, and money is the Three of Wands. So when it comes to love, when you see the Emperor, that's not the card you would think you would want for a love card. But here's the thing with the Emperor. The Emperor may not be the most comfortable when it comes to things of love in the heart, but it is the one that tends to be more dynamic. The Emperor tends to be a lot more straightforward in love. It knows what it wants. It knows what it wants to get. And it'll be very clear in what it's saying. So when it comes to love, and remember that love doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be familiar. It just could be the love with your neighbor, the love of your coworkers, the love of you and your dog, for example. So love here tends to be a little more direct. It tends to be a little more firm. Again, it knows what it wants, it knows what it needs, and knows it's going to get it one way or another. So when you're thinking of love and the Emperor, this isn't the soft, feely, we sit and we have a kumbaya. The Emperor will listen, but it's not going to be the one that's going to tear up and start crying and having these, ballads for you. Say what you need to say and let's fix it and keep it moving. That is what the Emperor is saying when it comes to love. When it comes to luck, you have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is feely and soft and wants to understand through feeling and through compassion and things like that. When it comes to luck and you have the High Priestess, you have to trust your gut. If you have not been trusting your gut, this is your sign to trust your gut. Whether that comes through you learning how to trust your gut through meditation or through journaling, or maybe just having deep thoughts in the tub or the shower. Learn how to hear your inner voice and trust your inner voice whenever it speaks. Sorry, my turtle is doing the things right now, and I don't know why. I guess it's because it's a Friday night. Who knows? Either way, money is in the form of the Three of Wands. So you've made your choices when it came to your money, and now you have to wait and see what happens. This is the FAFO card. You FA'd. Now you're waiting to FO. So with the Three of Wands, this is kind of like motion at a standstill. This is motion that is gathering because we see what's on the horizon. We're just trying to figure out how to get there. Maybe we put those things in plans, in plans, and now we've set those plans in motion and we're waiting for the results. Maybe we're waiting for the ship to come across the horizon. We have FA and now we're waiting to FO. And that is how money feels. The money may be at a standstill. Maybe you have been trying to build up your funds and the funds haven't been released yet. Maybe you are constantly working to build yourself up and get out of this maybe debt that you may have, but everything is at a standstill. Maybe things have just started piling up and you're trying to figure out how to get out of it. When it comes to wands tend to be cards of work. And this is not like work for growth. This is work for labor. This is the work that we don't want to do so that we can get to the work that we want to do. And with that being said, this is your love, luck, and money reading for our Leo risings. If you like that reading, if you resonated with that reading, let me know in the comments. If you would like to get your own personal reading, you can check out the description below for my Etsy link. You can get a video or a video recording of an astrology or tarot reading of your choice. There is a lot of different things you can wonder and ask about, and if you're not sure, just send me a message and we'll figure out which reading would be the best for you. But until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.